Everybody, this contained in this parcel is an extremely exciting item, something I have been very excited about since I pre-ordered it. This is the Wan Long Tang or W Dragon Allosaurus tribute to the 1969 film The Valley of Gwangi. So without further ado, let's open her up. I suppose it technically is. I've certainly gone to town with the packaging of this item. One of the interesting things about this item is that it's a PVC figure, however the lower legs are made from stone material, which should hopefully prevent it from walking or sagging in any way, which plagues a lot of figures which are in dynamic poses. This is a limited edition of 300 items. So I haven't taken any chances, so hopefully it's intact inside of here. This has actually arrived quicker than I expected. Oh, good grief. I'm sure this will come in handy, given the season. The 1969 film, The Valley of Gwangi, has something of a cult status, and obviously the Allosaurus in that film was very much dated to the time period of what people thought, predatory dinosaurs looked like. So it's walked with its tail dragging along the ground in a very upright stance. This is very much a modern version. If you've seen any pictures of it, it retains the colour of the 1969 original, a sort of bluish grey hue, but that's about all. Should have used some sharper scissors, I think. There we go, some beautiful box art there. And here on the left you can see that is a depiction of the original Ray Harryhausen 1969 character, and this at the top here is the model that is contained within. It's lovely artwork there, definitely worth paying a little bit extra and getting the box. It's packaged very nicely. I've noticed since a company called Rebo started creating figures like this, where they're really high ends and they come with excellent packaging and made sure it's a really class package. Looks like it's going to be upside down here, so I'll just turn him over. Just see a little face here. This is beautifully done. If it's anything near the quality of a Rebo product, it'll be very impressive indeed. It's a base. The base feels like a stone or ceramic material. It's quite heavy. Quite a plain little base on first appearances. Ooh, it's got a felt bottom, so that should help to stop it from slipping, and there's a peg there for the foot to go into, which should aid stability, and a footprint. So this thing should stand very easily. Now for the big moment. And there he is. It's actually quite a hefty model, probably something to do with having these ceramic legs. And there we go. Absolutely beautiful. Stunningly done. Beautifully painted. A lot of the promotional images of this figure were just the 3D renders of it. It was obviously designed using a CAD/CAM technique. But this actually looks a lot like, there's a lot of beautiful airbrushing here and an awful lot of detail. There's no articulation in the jaw, which suits me just fine. Don't mind articulated jaws, but I think they're a bit of a gimmick rather than anything that really adds to the figure. So if you've seen the promotional images for this figure, you can see that it really does reflect those quite well. It's very well painted. It's a beautiful head. I mean, in terms of accuracy, the head is perhaps a little pointed here. I think Allosaurus had a slightly blunter snout than this. But really it's very, very dynamic. There's a lot of Allosaurus figures look a little bit sort of goofy or not quite right. They don't quite appear as fearsome as the creature would have been. Beautiful bit of dry brushing on the horns here. Beautiful detail along the skin. Along the tail, along the legs. This posture is a little bit peculiar. It's not quite a run, it's not quite a step. It's almost quite balletic. So it does look a little bit odd, but you know, it's beautifully done, and the details here. Very, very fine toes. Detail on the underside of the toes here. So it really is a classy piece of dinosaur art, this. I'm absolutely delighted to have been able to open this very rare piece, very limited piece for the world to see. I greatly look forward to examining it closer later. Let's see if that'll fit. A little hole on the underside of the foot there. Make sure that all clips into place. Yep, no problem at all. Absolutely good. And there he is. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's, given anybody who is maybe a little bit unsure about this piece a bit more of an idea about, what they're getting when they purchase this piece. I'm certainly delighted with it. It's quite sizable. I've got a Beast of the Mesozoic Targan Mangus here to compare him with. And it's a similar length. Obviously it would be a little bit longer if you just stood for the curvature of the tail and the spine. But this animal, this depiction of the Allosaurus is around 1/35 scale. So it's around 30 centimetres long in total, same as the Beasts of the Mesozoic. And just very, very well done. I'm delighted with this, and I hope anybody else who gets one will be too. Thank you for watching.